Truth Social. Did you know that the president is the owner of Truth Social? He has a large share of that. But DJT surged $415 million that day.
There's a lot of activity in the marketplace.
Yes, sir. This is the president of the United States of America. Market manipulation. But do you think that it merits some degree of investigation? I'm a whistleblower.
So we get lots of whistleblowers.
Well, I blow loudly.
Mr. Green, who is our ranking member of our Oversight and Investigation Subcommittee. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank the ranking member as well. Also thank Mr. Atkins for being here today. Mr. Atkins, sir, are you familiar with Trump Media and Technology Group?
I've heard the name, but I don't
You heard the
know much
name?
about it.
Okay, it's a stock. It's on the stock market.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and the ticker symbol for it is DJT. Would you be surprised if it had a ticker symbol of DJT?
No, I mean, there are ticker symbols on all sorts of things.
Would it surprise you if that's a symbol?
Not necessarily. But
Right, so you don't know what the symbol is for it. Well, let me tell you, it's DJT. And are you familiar with what happened on April the 2nd, 2025, when the president announced his Liberation Day tariffs?
he made that announcement.
Yeah, and do you remember what happened in the market? Would it surprise you to know that the market declined some $11 trillion that day?
The market was very volatile around that time.
Yeah, $11 trillion is very volatile. And would you agree that later on the president paused that announcement that he made on Liberation Day? In fact, he did it some few days later. Do you recall that? That he paused it?
I don't recall all the.
You are the head of some organization that has something to do with these kinds of things, aren't you, sir?
Well, luckily we don't deal with tariffs. That's outside.
I understand, but you're widely read, aren't you?
I tried to keep up with things, yes, but I don't recall all the ins and outs of that.
Okay, well, so if I told you that the market saw this decline, and that the president then, before the decline, he posted on Truth Social. Did you know that the president is the owner of Truth Social? He has a large share of that?
Yes, I know he's involved with it, yes.
He does, yes, sir, he does. And here's what he posted. This is a great time to buy DJT. Would you agree that the president's initials are DJT?
Yes.
Okay, good. And so now we have DJT, the ticker symbol for his technology group that he owns a majority of the shares in, and also his initials. So he says it's a great time to buy DJT. Maybe what I'm doing now is informing you, and perhaps you'll want to take some corrective action. But he says it's a great time to buy DJT. You wouldn't be aware of this, I'm sure, but DJT surged $415 million that day. Have you heard about that?
I don't know all the specifics.
Don't know all this. It's very complicated stuff, isn't it? The kind of stuff that a person in your position wouldn't have heard of and know anything about.
There's a lot of activity in the marketplace.
Yes, sir. This is the president of the United States of America. All right, now that you know, President hustled $415 million for a business that he has a majority of the shares in. And some people would call that market manipulation. But do you think that it merits some degree of investigation? Would you look into it?
Well,
If what I've said is true, would you look into it?
our
I'm a whistleblower.
So we get lots of whistleblowers.
Well, I blow loudly.
And
I've just informed you on
investigate a lot.
TV, the world's going to know that you now know that the president made $415 million on a stock that he advised people to buy just before he manipulated the market and caused this surge in the market. So now you know. Mr. Chairman, we live in a world where it's not enough for things to be right, they must also look right. If for no other reason, the appearance of this is something that we ought to be concerned with. Now, you're the chair. Would you look into it?
You know, I can't confirm or deny anything as
I understand.
investigations.
But I would advise you to look into it. Thank you, Mr.
Gentleman's
Chairman.
time has expired. Members are reminded that pursuant to House Rule 17, they should avoid engaging in personalities when speaking about the president. It can always be about policy, but it cannot be personal. Chair recognizes the gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Stile, who's the chair of the Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and AI Subcommittee.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Chairman Atkins, thanks for being here. Thanks for your service to the country. The United States has the greatest capital markets in the world, and in large part, it's the oversight and regulations that are provided to the SEC to make sure we guide that to success. I want to touch base in particular on your MOU with the CFTC. The House passed the Clarity Act to really provide a framework for regulation in the digital asset space to do two really important things in my view. One, protect consumers, and two, make sure that the United States is the domicile to be able to outcompete the rest of the globe. You engaged in an MOU with the CFTC. Sometimes we've seen the SEC and the CFTC not play well together. I think we're seeing a change under your leadership at the SEC. Could you provide a little additional clarity for a pun on the term clarity, but a little more clarity on what this MOU is, how it's working, and how you're operating with the CFTC in particular as it relates to the digital asset space?
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's really near and dear to my heart. So I'm really thrilled that the president appointed Mike Seelig to be chairman. So he came from my office and obviously was chief counsel for the crypto task force. So he's well positioned to do what he's doing there at the CFTC. So our intent is to harmonize the activities of the two agencies, particularly with respect to digital assets. And that's why we're hoping for a good statute to be enacted from all the discussions here in Congress. As far as the actual working together of the agencies, we are actively working on an MOU. It's kind of silly to think that two groups that are serving the taxpayer have to have an MOU as between them to work together, but be that as it may, we're out to get that.